Good morning, friends. This is time for the trade wrap, or rather, the trade plan for 29th of April 2021. Let's quickly start with overnight US markets. The Fed continues with its policy of bond buying and monetary easing. And overnight, Apple and Facebook results have surprised on the upside, as all of tech sector is doing. We had a very good day yesterday, and that led to some very large profits. The basic strategy we used was we used today's call options, and they rocketed up because the market went up strongly. Calls till yesterday were not doing as well, and they were not responding as much to the market's movement on the upside. But yesterday, finally, the calls started to stretch their legs, which was the good news. FIIs have bought yesterday. I think a lot of this rally is short covering because last Sunday everybody was bearish. So a lot of the short positions have been cleaned out. Now we are again in this 14,800, 15,000 resistance zone from where we have turned. So as far as today is concerned, expiry and more shorts probably will get covered on financials. So today could be an up day, but the real market action may only get revealed tomorrow when a fresh expiry starts. As far as the chart is concerned, I think this April correction for the moment looks like it's over, and the way you want to enter this thing is you wait for prices to enter this on a 15-minute chart to enter back into this zone of 14,700 to about 14,830, and that kind of a dip you want to buy. If you get a large gap up again today, I don't think chasing that would be a plan, although market is expected to go up today, but difficult to see how you can enter that sort of market, because right now the SGX is showing like another 60-point gap up. So while short covering can do strange things, but again, Bank Nifty had a very strong trend day. Now, the view the market is taking on coronavirus is that basically it's right now assuming basically 3 to 5 lakh type cases, and it's hence looking beyond that. If it crosses that sort of limit also, then the market may have to take a fresh view. Financials, if you see on the daily chart, Bank Nifty, again, Bank Nifty is clearly trended above this downside trend line, and we could again have a positive looking Bank Nifty today, and likely to see more short covering. The great part about short covering is people assume banks would come with very bad results, and the results were not as bad as the market expected. And basically the last 2,000 point fall on Bank Nifty, right from 34,500 to 30,000 500, 4,000 point fall, was because of this market perception that you will have a large downside because of several factors. But interestingly, last quarter was a good quarter. So I don't know why banks were expecting bad results. Again, on the bank Nifty, you want this to come inside this range of 33,000 to about 33,400 for a nice entry. Again, if you get a 300-point gap up, I think the opportunity becomes extremely limited. On the pivot side, the Nifty pivot for the day is at about 14,820. I think we are likely to open above 14,935, which is R1, and an excursion to 15,000 looks quite possible. On Bank Nifty, pivot is 33,445 and likely to open again above 34,050. So you could expect a rally up to 34,400. So in terms of the option chain, basically the option chain has been very clearly rocked on the upside. If you want to participate today, maybe you can do 50% type volume. That could be an idea. 15,000 still is holding with 82,000 calls. This is for this series. I think the put side is fairly heavy and unlikely that the market will have any sort of large decline, at least in this series. Next series also, uh, I would think that people are again building short positions and they will get disappointed because the market reaction is quite extraordinary, and despite all kinds of lockdowns, the market is looking beyond those lockdowns. Let's have a look on the May 6th series. Again, on mhm, May 6th series, there isn't great amount of built up. Basically, again, 14,500 to about 15,000. If we get past 15,000, you could have a fairly brisk move to 15,500. But like I told you, I would be extremely cautious in this 14,800 to 15,000 type of zone. And even on the bank Nifty, there was some strong built up on the 33,000 call, which really got blasted through because of price action. So it's fairly clear that this is a market which is going to take out resistances, and now I think if 34,000 is crossed, there isn't much on the upside, and I would think the next significant build up would be only at 35,000. So that way, but my advice would be to avoid chasing today, because particularly on options, what may happen is that initially the calls may be expensive, and as the market settles into a range, they kind of go flat. So my advice is that if you had a good day yesterday, I don't think today will be a great sort of opportunity. While the market may go up, but a lot of it will be captured on the gap up. So basically, this should be it. The real trend, again, I would emphasize, will be clear only tomorrow. Global cues are positive. Dow Jones, etc., is looking good. So that should be it for the moment. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.